Will be allowed to proceed with its death penalty case against Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk. The judge making the ruling today following arguments that prosecutors mishandled a potential conflict of interest. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris, joins us. And Jeff, we know that potential conflict of interest involves one of the prosecutor's children. Break down the latest.
So the defense team for Tyler Robinson wanted the entire Utah County Attorney's Office recused from this case after learning a child of one of the prosecutors was at the Turning Point event where Charlie Kirk was assassinated, arguing their attendance influenced decisions in this case. But the judge disagreed, ruling earlier today they can stay on. Utah District Judge Tony Graff ruling Tuesday, a Utah County Prosecutor's Office will be allowed to proceed with its death penalty case against Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk.
Because the defendant has not established a factual basis for a finding of conflict of interest or an objective appearance of impropriety rising to a constitutional concern, his motion is respectfully denied.
The defense team for Robinson wanted the entire Utah County Attorney's Office removed after learning one of its prosecutors had a child who was at the Turning Point event where Kirk was assassinated in September of 2025, arguing their presence influenced the case. But Graff didn't see reason to dismiss those prosecutors, saying, quote, "The court is unpersuaded that the lead prosecutor, Chad Grenander's relationship with his child creates an appearance of bias in this case."
The judge did admonish the prosecution office and said that they should have screened off that one prosecutor from any death penalty decisions, but said that the failure to do so was not fatal and the case could proceed without disqualification.
Prosecutors say the 18-year-old didn't see the fatal moment or witness anyone in the crowd who may have been a suspect. As for whether or not cameras will be allowed in the courtroom, Graff has yet to issue a final ruling, but Erica Kirk wants the trial filmed.
We deserve to have cameras in there. Why not be transparent? There's nothing to hide. I know there's not, because I've seen what the case is built on. Let everyone see what true evil is.
A former federal prosecutor, Nima Rahmani, tells the National News Desk the way in which the judge handled this ruling could be an indicator of how the entire case is handled moving forward.
This ruling doesn't necessarily indicate how the judge is going to rule on particular motions, but it does indicate that he's going to be very deliberate and careful.
Rahmani specifically noting the split two-day hearing earlier this year where lead prosecutor Chad Grenander testified about his daughter's attendance at the Turning Point event in Utah.
Some judges would have handled this without a multi-day evidentiary hearing, but this particular judge wanted to make sure his I's were dotted, his T's were crossed.
Now, Robinson has not yet entered pleas for the slew of charges that he's currently facing, including aggravated murder, felony use of a firearm, and witness tampering. He won't be arraigned until after his preliminary hearing, which is scheduled to begin on May 18th and last a total of 3 days. Reporting for the National News Desk, I'm Jeff Harris.